When I was still alive, life felt like a never-ending hunger. Not literally, though I still did need to eat, but hunger in other ways. It was ambition, it was pride, it was a never-ending march, one foot over the other, to being something great. 'Cause, well, what else was I going to do? I think everyone in some way or another wants to be known. Some people have a very strong idea of what they want to be known as, while others, well, others don't, as long as their names are in people's mouths. But being dead, not much I can do now, is it? Well, not much except think about all the things I achieved and the things I didn't. It's agonizing, you know. Living in the past. I'd do anything for just one more drop. Just one more crumb. Just one more taste. Just one more taste of what it means to live.
Welcome to the Bones and Story podcast. My name is Nick, I also go by Flux, and today we are going to be continuing our playthrough of Monster of the Week by Michael Sands. But of course, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for my special friends, Fiona.
I want to flip a coin, and if it lands on
Yeah?
heads, the sun will explode. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck, I lost the coin!
Well,
Oh,
we're still
no.
here, so it must have been fine.
We're not going to get an answer for 8 minutes.
Oh, well, we'll see you in 8 minutes. then, I
They'll
guess.
know by the time they watch.
Sammi.
Hi, it's Sammi, and I accidentally downloaded an entire PDF on coding traumatic brain injuries.
That's our Sammi. Perry.
It's Perry, and if you thought Fiona's bit was long, well, this bit isn't.
Thank you for not doing long bits in the intro. And Valentine.
I'm in Flux's home. You can hear me in the background.
Not if I do my editing correctly.
Vivi will be vanquished from the household!
Vivi's
Vanquished for all time.
He's
Hi,
gonna
I'm
kill
Vivi,
me.
and I'm in your walls.
So, last time, you guys managed to successfully complete your second hunt and stopped a group of sirens from, reviving their foremother and bringing the town into a flooded hellscape.
Everybody cheer.
And also Rock.
Yeah, the rock
We
did
also
happen.
broke a rock.
Boy, did that ever happen. And last time, we also had some advancements. We all love advancing. Sammi.
Yeah, I am going to be taking the improvement of, getting, +1 weird up to a maximum of +3, and since I already had +2 weird, this will put me at +3.
That's awesome. And what does this advancement look like? Is it like, were you like hitting the books, or we're going to talk about that after, so hold on to that thought. And Neighbor, who last time also managed to get thrown in the slammer, you also advanced. And what advancement were you taking?
I'm taking angel wings. You can go instantly to anywhere you visited before, or to a person you know well. There's also a stipulation for carrying people.
I know last time we had the next mystery happen the literal day after. This time we're actually kind of moving forward about a week, so I'm going to be going over one by one, and we're going to be asking so what you guys did during that week, which also means you guys get to clear all of your harm. Fresh slate. Woohoo. Who would like to go first, talking about their week before this mystery?
Should it be me, guy in jail?
I was kind of figuring that we'd get to you last, because you had the most serious circumstances.
So as we established last time, the rock happened, and that wasn't great.
Yeah, it wasn't great.
And kind of fucked Millie up pretty severely. As a result, she has spent most of the following week really, really focused on her magic because she kind of feels like that happened as a result of her not, like, controlling it well enough.
I see.
And considering how, like, freaked out she is by the idea of people, like, actually dying, she very much doesn't want to let her magic, which can be very dangerous, get out of control at the wrong time. So she has been doing a lot of studying and practice and all of that.
And this is where the plus, like, weird is coming from.
Yeah, and the blood dimension that has been made out of, like, the bathroom of this hotel.
Oh god.
The bathtub is bad.
The bathtub's bad, the walls are bad, the sink's not great either.
She's, like, doing her best to clean up after herself, but you know how it is.
It's like a crime scene with no body, which is even more concerning.
Remember, if you test the blood that comes from Lily's hemomancy, you just get fucking garbage data.
Oh, I know.
She's, like, mostly been trying to do it, like, outside and shit, but, you know, sometimes you just gotta do it in a place that is easily wiped down.
Yeah, I guess.
Theo, who is playing Midas Gold, do you want to go next?
Yeah, Midas has been bumming around town kind of all week.
Okay.
I'll be honest with you, he has not been all that productive on anything.
Okay.
Unless a monster is screaming him in the face, he really is not a very, active person.
What kind of things have you been doing then?
Well, the Vinicelli's asked him to look into the wine rain, and he's been going around getting notes and all on that to the best of his ability, but really, I mean, he hasn't gotten anything of use from anyone. But more important than that is his tie.
Oh yes, what tie are you wearing this episode?
Back in the mid-2000s, Midas Gold was involved with a global warming campaign for Earth Day.
He was in favor of it?
I don't know, because the tie is very vague. It just says global warming and does not give notice of whether that's positive or negative. However,
It's just
during
it's just like a white tie that says global warming in big black letters.
No. It's like a thing of the Earth in space with global warming in red done going like down. Like half the tie says global one way, half the tie says warming another way. During a live show with Bill Nye and his name is escaping me.
Neil deGrasse Tyson?
Yeah, it was Neil deGrasse Tyson because those two are like the Mario brothers. Anyways,
It's not true.
He accidentally got that tie caught into a blender.
Uh-huh.
That was open, and it shredded the entire bottom half of it. So Midas is now wearing a shredded tie that says Globwa.
Great.
I thought you were gonna say it says global war.
That's funnier.
Can it please say global war instead?
Sure.
Okay. Moving to Hallow, then. I think big question here, because we haven't really dived too much into this yet. How's your curse handling you? You need to eat people to survive.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm getting a little hungry.
So is that like something that you've managed to like hold off on, or are you trying to find like ethical sources like at a morgue or something, or what's going on?
You know how like you know how like when you're hungry but you like don't have like access to food, your stomach just kind of like hurts really bad, but you're just like, well, I could probably go off, like I could probably not eat for like a little bit longer, right?
Yeah.
This is fine. This will have no consequences.
Nothing bad will happen.
Oh yes. Nothing bad will happen at all.
Yeah, but she's getting hungry.
We've talked about what you haven't been doing this week. What have you been doing this week?
She's been trespassing on Birch's pool.
Oh, you're still talking to Odine then.
We're friends now, and
You're gonna turn into like a weird polycule.
wouldn't that be funny?
I know you as a player in RPGs. You were always looking for the romance dialogue.
I've never done anything like that in my life. I don't know what you're talking about. I've never cared about that before.
Uh-huh. I'm not believing your lies. Well, this is okay. This is fine.
No, I don't know if she's trying to do that, but I do know that she's trespassing on Murch's land and also forcing him to translate for her.
Murch's grandmother's just like, oh, he has friends now. That's nice. Friends that aren't like people that will scream at him at Apex Legends and Fortnite. Real friends. Woohoo!
Yes. Real friends.
Real friends.
Well, we'll see how hungry you get. We'll see what happens. And we're going to end this little recap with Perry, friendly neighbor. I think they've just been keeping you in this cell, unless you want to say you leave. You do have angel wings now. The thing is, like, your friendly neighbor, I think specifically the blonde forensic researcher, her name was Marissa Centrifuge, has been coming to see you a lot, and she's just been, like, taking bits of you. Because, like, surely they'd have caught on by that, like, your fingerprints are fucked. Your DNA, who knows what's going on there. But no, what have you been doing?
One day, somebody just comes to check on him, and the cell is a living room now.
That's
Horrific.
not great.
This is always happening to me.
There is a recliner, a couch, an old black and white TV.
Well, they're definitely not going to release you now because, like, they're wondering how you smuggled that shit in.
And you forgot about, and the most important part, paisley wallpaper.
Yeah, how the fuck did you do this? They're not letting you go. Which
That's
is why
fine.
it's probably a good thing that you took angel wings.
Yeah, that's fine, because after about a week of them going nowhere, I just wait until, what did you say? Until the fucking forensic ladies stop by again.
Miss Centrifuge, yes.
Miss Centrifuge. And talking in a more cheery, more actually personable tone than before, with now sounding as much like a father in Michigan can, however that sounds. Just imagine it. I'm not doing an accent or any sort. He's just like, well, this has been a lovely week away from the others. I thank you for your time, even if those needles weren't very comfortable. But if they were comfortable, I suppose everybody would be doing them.
What?
Anyways, farewell. Be not afraid, ass blinding light.
So where do you go with? I presume you're using angel wings here.
Yeah.
And that's not a roll unless you're trying to take someone else with you, right?
Nope. As long as I'm alone, I can just do it.
Okay. Well, now's a bad time to be Marissa Centrifuge, but where are you going specifically?
Just back to the hotel.
Okay. You were just going back to the hotel. Okay.
Yeah, I'm just one day in the middle of everybody having the others having dinner or something. Your friendly neighbor is sitting on the end of one of the beds again.
Terrifying.
You're blocking the TV.
Okay. Should we get to the actual hook of this hunt then?
Yes.
Sure.
So this is the I almost don't want to say it. I spent a lot of time trying to think of the worst name for this. Do you remember how this has a festival every year?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the
festival.
This is the summer ending Yummer Festival. Because
Oh,
it's very yummy.
Fine.
And that's where I think the scene opens, as if this was an episode and if this was on TV and the credits finally ended, we would open on a fade in at you guys at the festival. What are you guys doing?
Well, Millie is at a shooting gallery. One hand shoveling cotton candy in her mouth, and the other hand expertly handling the toy rifle in hopes of shooting down a gigantic stuffed octopus.
I see. What's everyone else doing in this like opening establishing shot?
You know those game booths where you just have to pick a duck and it's a random number thing?
Yeah.
And by random number, I mean that random because you've got like 28s, 5 2s, and a 1.
Mm-hmm.
He's perfectly plucked the number 2.
Jesus.
Not the best prize though, only the second best.
What is Hallow doing?
I think Hallow is currently looking for things to eat. Like,
You know they got some crazy fucking food at festivals.
Exactly.
It's the summer
She's looking for them fried turkey legs.
There's totally fried turkey legs. It's gonna fill your belly. It's not gonna like fulfill your curse's obligation, but
Yeah, but she's taking what she can get.
She's eating like a giant cartoon drumstick.
Oh yeah, ripping into it.
And the reason I saved you, Midas, for last is because you've been kind of like hanging around the Vinicellis.
Yeah.
Specifically, what strikes you as weird is that normally at the summer-ending Yummer Festival, one of the flagship booths at this sort of fairgrounds is a big booth dedicated to Vinicelli wine.
Yeah.
But this year, it's not there. I think all that's there is poor like Wesley and maybe some other people hired. Maybe merch is there too. There's no wine. I mean, there's maybe some old bottles, but like Michelle isn't here specifically.
That is really weird. Midas's entire upper half is soaking wet.
Why?
So a little kid recognized him from TV and made fun of him, and he got into a really intense bobbing for apples competition that went a little too far, and his entire upper half is just covered in water.
If this was a game that had specific mechanics for rivals, I would love to make that little shithead kid a rival of yours. Start a fucking rival clock.
So now the global war tie also is just completely drenched in water on top of being in shreds.
This is a bad time.
This represents the icebergs melting.
Yes.
But how I'm tying you into this is can you read your first move? You know, the one about how people like to talk to you?
Oh yeah, fellow believer. People understand you've also known strangeness. Bystanders will talk to you about weird things they would not trust another hunter or mundane official to believe.
So I think specifically it's Wesley who looks uncomfortable wearing really nice fancy clothes, but is fine, is actually the ones who wave you over and is like, hey, Mr. Gold.
Yeah, what's up?
Come here for a second. I'm sorry, we're having a really bad time. It's kind of embarrassing not having the wine up.
I don't even know why you guys set up a booth.
Well, normally Michelle would be here, hawking wine. It's her favorite day of the year. She loves the attention, but she's feeling, Dad said that she's feeling sick and that it's just like sickness, but I've never seen a sickness like that before. It's got to be something weird. And I know you guys deal in weird. Could you guys go over and like check on her?
What kind of symptoms are we talking?
She's been like screaming, convulsing.
Oh, fucking Christ.
I think Vinny had to tie her to the bed, honestly. It's not great. Could you guys go check on her, please?
Yeah, absolutely. Jesus. Yeah, all right.
Theo, how are you getting into contact with everyone else? Are you just kind of like rounding them up? What does this look like?
Well, I can call Millie. Millie is easy to get a hang on.
Mm-hmm.
I actually have a pager now for Friendly Neighbor. I purchased this in town from the last remaining Radio Shack on Earth. In one hand, bring, 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 bring.
And then just like Millie's side slides in on the side of the screen, so it's straight down the middle.
Millie, we got.
She's like holding the phone like up to her ear, like with her shoulder. She's still got the cotton candy and like the prop gun.
Millie, we got one.
Oh shit! Really? You hear?
You got a job.
You hear something loudly pop on the other end.
What the fuck?
Well, where are you? I'll be right over.
I'm over at the Vinicelli booth.
Okay, give me like 5. I'll be right over.
Okay. You
hear something pop again.
Boop. Thing slides back over. Midas pulls out his fucking pager. Beep. We cut to Friendly Neighbor's perspective. Bring, bring.
Yeah, you just the page is more like beep 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 beep. Just pull it out. Midas Gold. All right. I am next to you now.
Just no fanfare or anything. Just like you didn't have to do the angel light thing. before.
That's not how Angel Wings works, but this scene is funny, so I think we can frame it this way.
Actually, I hate to tell you this, but it is how it works.
Wait,
Oh,
really? I thought
You can instantly go anywhere you visited before, or to a person you know well.
Oh shit, that's awesome actually.
That's so fucking funny.
So I can instantly teleport to any of these three.
I'm just picturing it not being very dramatic when you appear, and just sort of like,
That's super good.
Here I am. Huh. Oh.
Christ almighty, Jesus fuck. When were you able to do that?
My brief stint in jail allowed me some time to relax.
What? Okay. Fuck, how do I get in contact with food booth? Midas is walking over to the food section.
You know exactly where Hallow is. Just follow the smell of, like, giant turkey legs.
Hello!
Sorry, I just imagined Hallow, like a cartoon character, holding the end of the bone, putting the entire wing in her mouth, and then
it's the meat on the bone.
Clean.
That's exactly what's happening, except it's like a massive fuck off huge turkey drumstick. She just puts the entire thing in her mouth and the bone comes out bright white.
I knew a person who could do that. It was scary.
Oh!
With a turkey leg?
Scary.
Yeah, well, chicken leg.
It's like the fucked up evil version of tying a knot in a cherry stem with your tongue.
Yeah, she can probably do that too.
What else can Hallow do, huh?
Winks, but a duck sound happens.
Back on track. Enough.
Oh, come on.
Boo.
We got a job.
Hello, she looks up. She's just it's a little bit scary to look at. There's like a small pile of bone next to her.
Midas is like pulling a handkerchief out of his coat. Clean yourself up. Come on.
What's going on?
We got a job. Yeah, thing we do?
The monster hunting thing, you know.
Yeah.
What's going on now?
Okay, so... Oh, fuck. You didn't even go to the Vinicelli's place with us, did you? That was just me and neighbor.
I was busy.
I'm gonna be honest with you. From what it sounds like, we got a possession. Normal shit.
Why do we have to leave for that?
Well...
To help out, in theory.
It's the Vinicelli's...
I would also like to add that one of your hunter principles is to act like the heroes of the story, because you are.
Well, she's hungry.
Well, that's eating the food here is not going to help you. Maybe you'll find a dead person along the way.
You promise?
If anything bad happens, you can eat Michelle.
You know, we could probably go dig up that fucking siren corpse. You think that's like enough, human meat? You think enough of that's human?
That corpse is like long since gone in the ocean. Not the ocean, the lake now.
Yeah, we just let it float down the
It's
river.
also not human.
Darn. Well, I'm gonna be honest with you, Hallow. If you really gotta eat, a human, sure as shit don't want it to be one of the ones here.
She kind of looks around and then sighs and she puts down another one of the bones.
Now, come on. If we're dealing with a possession, I really don't want it to get to like a level 4. That's when possessions get weird.
They're always weird.
Oh, it's like a convulsion thing. I mean, we're talking they tied her down to the bed. The second she starts floating, we are in deep shit.
All right. Well, let's go.
You sound so sad.
Hallow, you can bring
She's
food
dejected.
with you.
As you guys are discussing this, you see Millie hurrying over to you. Tomato soup is at her side and has a gigantic plush octopus now stitched to its back.
Can it control the octopus limbs?
Yes.
I'm just imagining people are thinking this is because you're dressed like a ringleader. It wouldn't be too much of a stretch for the layperson to think, oh, this is a cool puppet.
Or somebody's in a suit or something, in the way
Yeah.
that people dress up as Transformers.
So now Tomato Soup is a really big plush dog with an octopus attached.
I love that. So we're heading to the Vinicelli's now?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
So for Hallow and Millie, this is probably the first time you're going to the Vinicelli's. It's
No, we
It's
all went
up
there
on
to
a-
get the duty to find that fucking kid, right?
We went up
That's
here
right,
all together
you're
and
right.
met Michelle when me and neighbor came up here to kill the
You're
thing.
so you know that it's a hill overlooking the entire town that like goes up and then is flat for the the vineyard and the channels and all that.
We've been there.
So I think one of you probably knocks on the door, and old Bernie opens the door and is like, "Oh, it's you four again."
Hey, hear
Hey,
about bit of an odd sickness.
Yes, I'm not sure what's going on with Michelle. Maybe it's Shark Week.
You pulled me away from the carnival for this?
Look, if you want to help, then come on in. I mean, I do owe a debt graciously for your guys' help. So
Yeah, I think you may know that this is sort of, weird things like this, kind of our business.
I don't think it's very weird myself, but if you guys have chocolates or anything, go right ahead. And it's a nice house. I don't think you guys were in the house last time. It's very old and it's very nice. There's like mahogany wood, and there's like, what's the word I'm looking for? All of the there's like very fancy trim that's going around through all of the rooms. It kind of almost seems like you're in a completely new world or time era.
Interesting.
And at the end of one of the halls upstairs, you see Vincent, who is in a much more summer casual outfit, yet still very nice, just standing by the door, arms crossed.
Hey, Vincent.
Hey,
We're here to see Michelle.
Looks you up and down and wordlessly steps aside.
Thanks.
Thank you. No talker. What a nice young man.
One day, Vincent is going to speak, and I need to make a count.
We are going to go in.
Heaviest fake Italian accent in the world.
You're right. The reason he isn't talking is because I need more time to refine it.
It's got to be like Mario. He's dead serious and he's crossing his arms and he's like, "Come on in."
Shut the fuck up!
please.
No, back on track. You go in, and I'm gonna be honest, it's not great. There's just like an air of not seriousness, but like for paranormally inclined, your hair immediately like juts up slightly, and like tied in like thick rope to the bed is Michelle Vinicelli in a full set of pajamas. She looks very pale, and her eyes are wide, and she's just breathing heavily.
You all right?
She's not talking yet. She just kind of like moves her head to look at you and just continues to like breathe heavily in like a raggedy, almost like desperate way, just like
She doesn't seem very comfy.
I'd like to
no.
investigate a mystery here.
To do it, you have to do it. How are you investigating a mystery?
I mean, I feel like, is she like covered with blankets or anything?
Kind of, but like if you peel them back, it's just like she's fully clothed in pajamas.
If things moved around.
It's a very elegant room. There's like bookshelves, there's like photos from different years at the summer ending Yummer Festival.
Wow.
There's a shot of like her as a kid stomping grapes in one of those vats. Very cute. It has been tossed around a little, like, like someone's been through here.
I think I'll just try and get information off of her best I can.
Mm-hmm.
Michelle, you all right? I mean, can you speak?
Hungry, please. And you can see beside her, on the bed table, there are numerous plates of like, and there's like crumbs on some leftover sauce in the others.
Huh.
What the fuck?
Please, I'm hungry.
Already look like you have eaten quite a lot.
It's not enough.
What do
What the
you
fuck?
need?
Anything, please. She's like shaking.
Okay, I'm thinking.
Mm-hmm.
Using
She
the
said
power of the grill, he pulls an entire cheeseburger from his back.
There's no way.
No, no, I don't just have a cheeseburger on me. But I'm going to hard move that Hallow has took a turkey wing with her.
I think that's reasonable.
I think we all know that she did.
Yoinks it.
You just yoinks it from Hallow. You're just feeding it to her?
Yeah.
She stares at you like you've just stabbed her in the gut.
Hello. She's tied down. We can get you more food.
Which is probably like a more angry expression than when you actually got stabbed in the stomach by the angel.
She does not look happy.
So I'll give you this. Michelle has human teeth. It's not like a Hallow situation.
Okay, good.
She is just eviscerating this turkey leg, though. With, like, not a care in the world to how, like, she looks or looking prim and proper like a good, earnest child of the Vinicelli's. No, she's just, like, trying to eat as much as she can. But she's still,
Damn.
like, shaking. Almost like she's cold. And, like, eventually, like, if you keep twisting it around, it's just going to be done. And she's just going to be like, thank you, more, please.
We don't.
More?
What?
More? I already gave you all.
Hallow wordlessly goes up and like stares Michelle like right in the eyes.
Yeah? What are you doing?
Just trying to, trying to get the vibes.
Intimidate her?
Are you getting She looks desperate. She doesn't look angry. She just more looks like when you're really sick and you're stuck in bed and it feels like you'd do anything to get like the pain to stop.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's that kind of look.
I see.
Like you have like the worst flu known to man. Her face is like pallid.
Hallow puts her hand on her forehead.
It feels normal, but after a couple seconds, she kind of like jerks up and like grabs at your like wrist with her mouth and is trying to bite down into it.
Yeah, saw that coming.
Hallow doesn't really flinch, but she does pull her arm away.
Don't eat that.
You try and pull your arm away and a small like chunk of flesh just kind of like comes off with it. It hurts. It's going to hurt. I don't think this is a fight, but like that fucking hurts.
Flux, I'd like to I within my investigation tools, I've got some historical documents, witness reports and all. I'd like to look through that and see if there's anything like this in the past that we could cross-reference.
Yeah, no, this seems fun. Not what I had imagined this going, but fuck it, let's do it. Roll investigate a mystery for me.
All right.
Fuck it up.
That's a 13, baby.
Oh, that was not a fuck up.
That was a great roll plus a +2.
Let's say 35 years ago, there was a small little incident where a bunch of people got really hungry and basically ate the entire town out. And like thankfully, like supply lines being what they are, they've been able to like keep up with the demand, but if this kind of thing spreads, there's a lot more people in town now. But now, specifically, you get to ask me some questions, because I realized that I just kind of went forward with it, huh? So we'll say, would you say that this would count as what was it going to do?
Yeah, I suppose so. Let's
count that as
that has kind of told us. Well, I get 2.
Yes.
That kind of tells me exactly where this is heading.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to ask, what is being concealed here?
What is being concealed here is you're looking through these documents, and it's tough because you realize as you've been pulling it out, they've been slowly like aging and curling, because paper does that in this town.
Mm-hmm.
But as it's been curling, it's kind of like something that you wouldn't have noticed otherwise. Almost like on white paper, it's fine, but as it yellows, like something in the background kind of goes. In one of these photographs, documenting this phenomena, in the back there appears to be two little newts almost. They kind of look like, and you don't recall anything like that in any of these accountings. No one owning a newt, or newts certainly aren't like, you haven't really seen newts around this area. So what the hell?
What the fuck?
And I think as you see that, you notice one very tiny, just kind of skittering on the floor.
Midas is gonna fucking scramble for it.
I was gonna say that Millie lunges to pick it up.
You, is this gonna be a roll? I think it will be. This is gonna be act under pressure. I know this seems like a silly thing over a newt. Trust me on this.
It's an important newt.
It's a very important
is this me?
newt.
Is it? I just rolled. You can go for that, Sammy.
That's a cool roll, this would be.
Grab that fang.
7.
You grabbed it. You
That's
just grab it as best as you could.
I think there's gonna be a cost here, and that's that as you lunge for it, you kind of squish it. So you've got a specimen, not an alive one.
Jesus Christ!
And it's a little newt. It has 6 legs instead of 4. And instead of a normal newt's like head, do you guys all know what a lamprey is?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's got like a big opening at the end with like circles of lamprey teeth.
Gross.
Oh, Jesus fucking! What is that thing?
A newt.
Well, it was a newt. No,
It's a
that's
newt.
not a newt. Newts have 4 fucking legs. This is like an insect or something. Jesus Christ. Anyways, I said get it. I'm amazed we even noticed one. I was looking through this paperwork here. These things are all connected to an incident, 35 years ago with the exact same symptoms.
Since Hallow and Neighbor are the 2 people who probably care the least, but Hallow's already been bitten once, I'm going to start just looking over, what's her name again?
Michelle,
for bite marks.
you look around, no bite marks.
Where did the newt thing come from again?
You just kind of saw it skittering out from like under the bed, let's say.
Oh god. Hallow leans down to check under the bed.
No, none there yet.
I thought you were just telling me, no,
Yet.
you can't do that.
No, under the bed you go. No, there, I will say, there's a lot more plates, and Michelle is continuing to like thrash around again. It's kind of hard, honestly. She's like screaming. It's.
Is the newt like dead, or is it squirming around in somebody's hands right now?
It's dead.
It's dead.
That's the thing on the 7 to 9 is like if it's going to do something, you wouldn't know because it is now lifeless.
Okay. Can I cut it open with my sickle?
Probably. Are you trying to like dissect it to learn more about it?
Yeah.
Is that like a thing that you can do? Like, is that like a skill set? Is that like a skill set you have is like forensics and stuff when it comes to weird shit?
No, I just wanted to cut it open.
Okay, you cut it open. I will say it doesn't have the physiology like any newt you've ever seen. It seems almost like mostly normal, but it seems almost like okay, I'm sorry for this imagery. As soon as you begin cutting it open, it almost like pops.
Oh,
And you like
ugh.
and the magically inclined here can sense like something magical was like released into the air almost like a balloon.
Is that bad?
I don't know.
Hallow kind of like looks at it. And she like she like peels the 2 sides apart.
Oh, there's not much of it left.
That's a scary sentence.
It like
thanks.
bursts like a balloon. It like
Is it like on us now?
a little bit, yeah.
Newt juice.
Millie just kind of like brushes like the gunk off her suit with like mild offense.
I feel bad, so I will give you a little bit. Hallow. You sense something vaguely fey going on.
Fuck, dude. Hallow like she feels it in the air and she she like puts her sickle back on, like I don't know wherever the fuck she keeps it, a belt or something. She like disgusted wipes it off of her dress. Then she looks back at Michelle. Her wrist is still bleeding, by the way.
Yeah, you're gonna want to take care of that.
She like looks at Millie and holds out her hand, kind of like wordlessly.
Millie will go ahead and pull your skin back together for you.
Thank you, Queen. Hallow nods in appreciation.
Are you guys going to be doing anything about the screaming and writhing Michelle Vinicelli in the room?
I don't know what we can do.
Can we knock her out?
How are you going to do that?
I don't know. How the fuck do you knock out a normal? I don't know.
If anybody knows how to knock somebody out, it's probably Millie.
I'm just saying that if you use physical violence, I don't think the family's going to like it.
Sigh.
Is there any way to like magic her asleep?
Would that be one of the use magic effects? I don't think so. Inflict harm, enchant a weapon.
I wonder, could we get rid of this whole thing from her by using banish a spirit or curse?
This is not a spirit or curse, what is happening to her.
Oh Christ.
Cool.
That's scary.
That's so scary.
In fact, you know what I think it is? I think that's probably your first, like, immediate, like, option, so you spend, like, time getting ready for, like, a banishment ritual, because, like, well, that's weird, but this is just, like, a normal, like, possession, right? Right?
Yeah.
And then it doesn't take.
And now we're all sitting on our hands and knees. And she's still screaming.
I think what also happens is that you hear, coming from, like, an open window, because, you know, get some air in, maybe it'll help. At least that's what Vincent thought. You begin hearing screaming coming from Townside, too.
Oh, fuck.
Fucking hell.
What do?
Hallow sort of like looks out the window and then she looks back at the rest of the group like, should some of us go
I'm
check
going.
that out?
I'll go.
Midas is heading out the door with Millie.
Are some of you staying with Michelle, then?
Well, Hallow wanted to go, but...
I mean,
I'll stay with Michelle.
You can go if you really want to.
Millie can stay.
If anything happens, I can just teleport to you guys.
Teleports behind you.
Well, you'd have to get into contact.
Well, I mean, I have a pager still.
Yeah, we should probably split the two people who have normal means of communication with the two people who don't.
Millie and Neighbor can stay.
Oh, you know, yeah, I'm just seconding.
Okay. So the two of you are going back downtown?
Yup.
Yeah.
And okay. As you go back downtown, I think you immediately notice that it's a little bit chaos in the town right now.
Chaos like how?
Well, the festival technically happening, people are running, people are screaming. You watch as a desiccated deer is chasing a group of people through the streets. And it's not just the deer. There's a couple other, like, animals that are terrorizing the town currently.
Flux.
Jesus Christ, it's that fucking road, isn't it?
Flux, you gotta understand. Midas's testimony just became true.
What do you mean?
Midas told the cops that he was shooting on the property because of wild deer in town.
Oh, fuck.
Which means
I
you
didn't
know
even
what.
think of that.
Midas numero uno!
Oh, God, not the Midas sweep.
Midas gold numero uno!
Midas is getting his weapon drawn in case it flies at him too.
Yeah, Hallow's got her sickles out.
The deer aren't. But there's like a group of people. Maybe there's like one guy who's currently getting pecked at by birds. And there's another guy who's like there's animals like trying to bash down the doors of the business.
Midas is gonna load a blank.
Do you have blanks?
I have blanks.
You
think I work in show business and don't carry blanks?
Fair enough. Do I think it would scare him? You can certainly try.
Midas is gonna fire off a couple blank shots.
It doesn't scare him. Sorry.
Midas, oh fuck, it doesn't scare him.
No.
Folks, you at home can now imagine Flux with the words dickhead above him.
Drawn on it.
In fact, I think
Drawn
it
on his
turns some of these animals to you because you've now made a loud noise.
Well, that kind of accomplished what I was going for. Midas trying to fumble through his coat to find a good round.
And now these undead animals are starting to convene on your location. What do you do?
Hallow fucking lunges at one, teeth bared, sickle out.
What'd be a good, like, woodland animal that this would do? Do we want it to be another deer or maybe like
Like a boar.
Oh, a boar. Okay.
What would a boar be doing in Michigan?
I don't
don't
know. Let's just say it's a deer.
Okay.
Just keep it simple. And you're gonna lunge at it?
Yeah, she fucking leaps at it with
Okay,
her
this
big
is
old teeth.
gonna be a kick some ass roll.
It's my +2 tough.
It's your plus tough, yes.
Rolls have been
Please.
pretty good this session.
Okay,
7.
well, that's about not great.
It's not bad. It's not bad.
It's going to bite into you. This is only going to be 1 harm. Normally, I'd send you to the ground, but I know you have Berserk.
Berserk.
So you managed to stand your ground. It's still biting into you, though, and trying to, like, tear chunks out of you. Meanwhile, Midas, the birds are here.
Oh, Christ. What's he... What?
Midas, you're getting flashbacks to your failed audition for Birdemic right now.
No! I was gonna be the celebrity cameo! Well, there's nothing... Midas can't shoot birds. Like, that's not... He's not gonna land shots on birds.
And even if you do, that's like, what, 1 bird out of, like, 4 or so that are trying to,
There's gonna be so much ammo. Midas is scrambling down the area to find something to defend himself with.
What do you want? Or actually, do you think this would be a read a bad situation roll if you're trying to find something?
Oh, I mean, I already know what item I'm going for, but
okay,
no, that's more of like getting a situation like to get in to fight.
Yeah, you could have done a read a bad situation at the start of this. We didn't though, but that's okay. So what are you getting to defend yourself here?
I am grabbing a party pinata bat.
Where are you getting a party pinata bat?
It's a festival. You think there's not even one?
That's
pinata
true. There's
here?
probably like a pinata or like a wiffle ball bat. I don't know if this is kick some ass. I think this might be no. I'll let. No, this is definitely kick some ass. This is a fight, as pathetic as it may be.
Beat the shit out of those birds, Midas.
No, you don't understand. That's my negative.
Uh-huh.
Oh!
The birds have come for Midas!
No!
Well, these things happen.
I leveled up.
Oh shit.
What kind of birds?
It's
You wanna say
funnier the
crows?
weaker they are. I was
gonna say shrikes. Those shits are mean.
Sure, you get your ass kicked by shrikes.
I am taking another move off of my own kit.
You want to do that immediately?
Yep, I'm
Okay.
leveling up right this second because it's going to be relevant.
Okay, what move are you taking?
Prepared to defend. Even truth seekers need to fight sometimes. Whenever you suffer harm when you kick some ass or protect someone, you suffer 1 harm less.
That's not going to proc here, it'll proc next time.
That's fine.
It's specifically when you kick some ass when to protect someone and...
Kick some ass or protect someone, I take
okay.
1 less harm.
Okay. Yeah, you try and swing a bat, but it's not a real bat. It's like it's a shitty pinata bat. So like you get some good hits in. It's a shitty pinata bat.
Like they get like hit away with a punk, and then they immediately get up and start flying back at him.
And you just
it's like a really hollow thunk, and then they like.
It's not even like made of wood; it's plastic.
And you I think you just like get pecked, and then you fall backwards onto your back. Hallow, as you're just kind of like scrumming with this weird ravenous zombie deer, you see Midas just kind of like fall down.
Yeah.
What do you do?
I watch his dumbass fall over, and I try and well, I'm fighting the deer, so I try and like I don't know, I think I try and cut like the deer's throat open so that I can get it off of me, and then I can go help Midas because I'm not going anywhere with this deer on my tail.
Yeah, that's a lot of steps. I think if you want to like, because you need to do this fast if you want to protect Midas. Let's just make this a kick some ass roll, and then you can make a protect roll if this goes well. That's plus tough.
Okay.
That's a 9. It's you slice it, but not before it takes another good like gash out of you.
I am getting eaten alive by this deer.
Do you have protection or like armor or anything? Is that something you took?
Let me look.
I don't think so.
I have ignore armor on the base.
That's not what.
My teeth.
That's not
not what
armor
that
itself.
means.
That's offensive, not defensive.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I don't think I
You're
have
gonna be
armor.
up to 2 harm now, as it like takes another bite out of you.
Am I marking harm?
Yes.
Did I take any damage when those birds did all that shit?
Oh yes, mark 1 for you too. Berserk lets you ignore harm moves. It doesn't ignore the harm itself. So like when the deer first like bit at you during your first roll, if it was anyone else, I might have said that like you were pinned down by it or it knocked you down, like Midas just got. But because you have
Yeah.
Berserk, you're immune to those kinds of harm moves. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
This deer is now dead in the street and you're scrambling to Midas.
Yep. I'm swatting the birds away.
I think this is a protect someone move then, which is also tough. Hey Midas, how does it feel that you're currently getting pecked apart by birds like Prometheus?
Oh, fuck, shit, fuck!
Yeah, Hallow, I think you gotta get over there.
This is my worst nightmare, in case anybody
The
was
gun
wondering.
fell out of his coat as this was all happening, and it slid away. He doesn't even have, like, a weapon to try and do anything with.
So I do a plus tough to protect him.
When you prevent harm to another character, roll plus tough.
Okay, I got an 8.
On a 7+, you protect them okay, but you suffer some or all of the harm they were going to get.
Jesus Christ.
So you are going to mark a 3rd harm. You know what? You tell me what this looks like.
I'm unstable again.
Nope, that's at 4. You're at 3 right now. 1 more and you're unstable, but you're fine right now.
I think she's just like, I don't know. How do you attack birds? She's fucking swinging at them.
You don't have to attack birds. You could just like grab Midas and run, or something other in that ballpark.
I think she like swipes at them with her sickle and then starts pulling him away towards like like a covered area, so they're not just out in the open anymore.
I think maybe you go into a grocery store nearby.
Well, okay.
I'm just spitballing ideas. Cover would be a grocery store.
We run into the Meijer.
It's not a Meijer. This is a.
It's the local store.
This is the general store.
This is the Coal Operative, owned by a nice middle-aged couple named Cole and Clara. And I think you immediately rush in there and they like immediately slam the doors and lock. And the older gentleman, Cole's just like, my word, are you two okay?
Birds!
Yes, birds. I don't know what kind of hellery is going on here, but they don't look like any birds I've seen.
Midas is like fumbling through whatever equipment he has on him. The most he can find is a flashlight amongst his forensic stuff.
Do you think Hollow's blood is like a weird color?
You tell me.
I think it's like dark blue and shimmers.
Like an indigo, like when it's in a vein.
Yes, but also it's sparkly.
Weird.
Yeah, it looks like those like weird fucking cocktails they put edible glitter in, except really thick and viscous.
I think there's a couple other people in the grocery store right now. And they're just, it almost seems like a zombie apocalypse survival scene almost.
What do some of the people around us look like? Battered, bruised?
Yes. They're just kind of like, they very much look like they were just running from a bunch of zombie animals.
Flux, am I in the position to use cryptid sighting on those fucking things?
Sure.
Because I'd really like to ask what can hurt it.
Standard weapons.
Okay.
Just
making sure we're on the same page.
Oh yeah, no, you can just use standard weapons
shit
against them. They're still weird undead animals. And I think we know where they came from. In character, you guys don't know where it came from.
Midas might have a clue.
There's none of those newts around, are there?
None that you can see. Also, yeah, Midas, you might know from your encounter with the people in the woods.
Yeah. Okay, fuck. Let's maybe you and me, Hallow. Let's go have a conversation elsewhere, and not in front of all of these people.
Hallow is like trying in vain, no pun intended, to like stop her bleeding by stuffing it with gauze. She looks up and she's like, okay.
Okay, so do you remember the guy that I supposedly killed?
I
Allegedly.
recall him vaguely.
Okay, so when I was getting rid of the body, some guys in the woods, they showed up and they said they could bring him back, and they put him on a highway, and he got up, and he's alive now. And apparently they do this with like animals. That's what these are.
Okay.
Why they want to kill and hurt people, I assume, is connected to the Vinicellis. You know, the little newt, the little guy.
She like kind of stares at him with like kind of like a confused expression on her face. She's like, I did they tell you why they bring things back?
No, but I do know where to find them.